What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. So this weekend, what I want to work on is planting some of these seeds. So hitting some farm runs. I'm running pretty low on prayer pots. We got 9 Ranars, we have 12 Snapdragons. Basically I just want to do a bit more farming. We just got 76 farming, which means we can plant animas now. I have some Addis seeds, so we're going to plant that and then just try to do as many farm runs as we can do. Seaweed, herbs, everything. Basically what an Addis seed does is it lasts for about 74 hours. And during that entire 74 hours, you have basically a 5% chance to save a harvest life when you are picking your herbs or any of your farming things. So essentially what it's going to do is increase the amount of materials we get from each patch. So should be pretty nice. Hopefully we come out of the weekend with a good amount of supplies, because a lot of things we are doing are eating away at them. So that is the plan, and the 74 hours starts now. Alright, I figured in between doing farm runs, I would work on getting my fletching XP up. So I'm here at Trouble Brewing. I am not sure if this is still a good method to do that, but it probably is, so we're going to try it out. Oh yeah. Fletching XP definitely still works. That is insane amounts of XP. So I've been doing this for about an hour. Woodcutting XP is only about like 13 or 14k XP an hour, which I didn't expect to get much. It's like 25 XP drops. But fletching XP, I'm getting about 90k. So if you're still looking for a good way to level up fletching, you know, this is probably the best way to do it, at least for free. I mean, there's more options that you can do, but I might as well just do this for free, you know? Alright, so we just finished up our first farm run after planting the Addis seed. We ended up with 82 Ranars. So we did 9 patches. So that's on average like 9, a little more than 9 herbs per patch on average. I don't know, is that pretty good? I mean, I feel like that's pretty good. That's a pretty good farm run, I feel like. But now I'm out of Ranar seeds, so I don't have a good way to get Ranars. And Tormented Demons use a lot of prayer pots. We just planted 10 Snapdragon seeds, or maybe it was 9. Something like that, 9 or 10 Snapdragons. So we're going to farm those, and then hopefully we can... After we finish up with the Snapdragon seeds, we are going to just plant, I guess, Toadflax seeds, just so we are good on Toadflax in general, for Ceradome and brews. So that's the plan. So I decided to get my thieving up a little bit more. It was already a pretty high level, but I wanted to make sure that I would fail a little bit less when going for Ranar seeds on Master Farmer. So I decided to do Stealing Artifacts, which is pretty insane XP, especially once you know what you're doing. Like, it's upwards of like 200k XP. If you've never done this, you should definitely check it out. I think it only requires 30 thieving. It's that time of the year where we come back to Miscellanea and see what we have in the coffers. I was down to 25% approval rating, so went and got that back up. I did Teaks this time. It was actually super chill. I think I only had to click like 3 times, and it basically just auto woodcut everything. It was pretty great. But let's go ahead and see what we got here. We're in need of Ranars, so let's check it out. I don't even remember what I had my stuff on. I had it on wood. I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's see what we get. Collect 110 Ranars, not bad. Bunch of maple logs. I mean, I guess I did that for fletching, I would assume. Tons of bird's nest, very good for brews. We need that. Irate's very good for XP. And a couple of Ranar seeds. That's not bad at all. And then, of course, we got a good chunk of money to throw in there. We're just going to throw in, like, we're just going to throw it all in. 2.5 mil, and then we'll check back in, like, I don't even know, a while. All right, this should level me. Boom, there's 80 thieving, which is pretty nice. Now we're gonna go to Master Farmer and try to get some Ranars, because like I said, I need more Ranars. I'm sitting on like 200, but like I said, I need prayer pots like pretty bad. So we're gonna go hopefully get lucky there. I feel like I'm never lucky when pickpocketing them, so we'll see what happens. Just made this iconic dragon square shield for the already hard diary, so that's cool. I do wish that things like this, like these kind of unique ones that you have to get as a drop, like I wish it had more value, you know? Or maybe not necessarily value, but I wish it was like more meta, you know? There we go. We just finished the hard arty diary, which is pretty important. So the medium diary gives you a 10% increase to pickpocketing anything inside of arty, which I would assume that is basically this border here and down. So I don't think the master farmer up here counts, but I could be wrong. So I went ahead and did the hard. That way I can get the 10% boost anywhere, just in case this is outside of it. And then I can just do like pickpocketing master farmer at the farming guild without any issues. But we got our lamp here, use on herb lore, free 15k XP. We have a good amount of herbs, but again, we really are struggling on Ranars, so we're gonna go spend some time pickpocketing master farmers, and hopefully we can get some pretty good RNG. We got 2 snapdragon seeds in our first like 5 minutes, so that's interesting. Not the seed we wanted, but hey, could never go wrong with snapdragons. All right, we finally got our first 2 Ranars about 20 minutes in. So hopefully we can get more. All right, we're coming up on an hour now and getting like 50 to 53k XP. So that's like, it's like, I don't know what, like 1100 pickpockets or so an hour. And we got 8 Ranars and just the 2 Snapdragons from before. So it's not a terrible method of getting Ranars. Obviously, if my farming or my thieving level was higher, we would be much better off. But I mean, it's not bad. It's not too bad. All right, we got another 11 Ranars. I'm averaging like 9 to 11 an hour. So it's not too bad. I think we only need to do like maybe 1 or 2 more hours of Master Farmer, and I'll be pretty set on Ranars, I think. The Addis seed I think is coming in clutch. I just got 12 Ranars from this one patch. Alright, we just finished our farm run. That was the first run for 9 Ranar seeds. We ended up with 80 Ranars, which is actually pretty solid. That puts us up to a total of over 300. So we have 343 Ranars right now, if you include the cleaned ones. About 345. So that's about 345 per dose 3s, which honestly is like more than enough. I think I'm gonna try to do 2 more complete farm runs, so I'm gonna need to do probably like 2 hours more of Master Farmer as long as we get lucky. I really only need 18 more seeds. Try to do that, round out to about 500 3 dose, and then we'll get them combined to make 4 dose. But then we'll probably be sitting on like close to 400, maybe a little over 400 4 dose prayer pots, which should last us quite a while for PVM activities. All right, we just finished up our last little farm run here. So let's see how many herbs we ended up with. So like I said, over the weekend, we used the Addis seed to basically increase our yield and just try to get more Ranar herbs because I was basically out of prayer pots. So we ended up with about, I think I made some prayer pots, but there's 388 Ranars there, plus my prayer pots here. Plus, I used some. I ended up with close to, I want to say close to 500 Ranars, which is pretty solid, I would say. I think I only did 40 seeds. The seeds are just so hard to come by, and like, Master Farmer just is not a fun way to gather Ranar seeds. So yeah, that's where we ended up. I was doing some limp words on the side, so we ended up with about 200 of those. So we're going to make all of those into prayer pots, and I'll be back to spend the time making our potions here. So the Addis seed, in my opinion, I mean, I guess if you have a bunch of them and you're not using the Chronos seed to skip stages and hunt for the limited or the bottomless compost bucket, then I guess you can use it. You might as well, right? But 5% in the long run is probably a lot, but early it doesn't make a huge difference, right? I mean, on average, the extra 5% yield is what? Every 100, you'll end up with 5 extra herbs. Every 1,000, you'll end up with 50. So like I said, in the long run, it probably makes a big difference. Short term, not as much. But altogether, I would say if you're doing a lot of farm runs or you're doing at least a few a day and you have a bunch of Addis seeds sitting around, you might as well use them, right? But we ended up with a good amount of prayer potions, which will go pretty well with the new goading potion, which is basically the aggression potion. That one is pretty easy to get, so we can AFK some Slayer tasks very, very easily. You know, things that usually aren't aggressive at all that you have to click. So I'm thinking like Blood Velds, and then of course your burst tasks, neck reels, abyssal demons, dust devils, all those things. Goad potion will probably be really good for. So we'll have to go test that out. I haven't actually tested it out yet. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hope everybody is doing good. We're about to hit 5K subs, which is absolutely insane. I appreciate all of the support. Appreciate every one of you. Hope you guys are enjoying the grind, enjoying the videos, and enjoying life. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.